Last night was debate night. I know what you're thinking. Watters, there was a debate last night? Yeah, there was. I didn't watch it either. I was changing diapers. It was on NBC and Trump wasn't there. Are any of these candidates besides Trump getting any traction? Well, we sent Johnny to find out.
Who's this?
Tom Cruise.
That's a throwback.
What year?
94?
DeSantis.
He's kind of sexy. Okay.
She's checking me out. I gotta go talk to her.
You like him?
Yeah, he's a kick-ass guy.
What do you think this guy does?
A teacher.
Pilot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
People are saying that he wears lifts.
I'm short too, so what?
He look good. He should put lifts on. I lied on my ID. So what's up?
Wait, you changed your name to McLovin?
Remember
Oh,
him?
man. He's still alive?
He's still alive.
That's bad.
Rich Richie.
Chris Christie. Chris Krispy Kreme.
This is Santa. Look at the guy. This is Santa.
He does like milk and cookies.
Santa! Oh my God!
Christopher Columbus.
Bit of a blowhard, but I'd have hot wings with him.
What do you think this guy's job is?
Cashier.
He calls Donald Trump Donald Duck.
And he has to be Daffy.
How'd you feel when he hugged Obama?
Was it mutual?
Give me a hug.
No way.
Come here.
I'm not coming over there.
Let's go.
Who's this lady?
Demi Lovato. Locked it in. Bethany Frankel.
Nikki Haley.
Nicki.
Minaj.
Not Nicki Minaj.
I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking Sarah Palin.
Gosh.
What kind of vibes does she give you?
She's pretty.
She makes a wicked potato salad.
Someone that was a stay-at-home mom, then she transitioned.
She transitioned?
No, not that.
Every time I hear you, I feel a little bit dumber for what you say.
Nikki Haley wants to take on China.
My people.
Bold choice. Shouldn't do it by land.
Do it by sea?
Or air, either one.
It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman.
Who's this?
That is an actor.
What do you think his name is?
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Ted Scott.
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott, whatever. The senator from Georgia.
South Carolina.
South Carolina, whatever. The South is the South. Dixie, make whatever.
Eric Adams?
What the hell is wrong with you?
What do you think he does?
A butcher.
Well, he's butchering his shots at becoming president.
You should be deported.
Who's this guy?
Kind of looks like you.
I look like Vivek?
With a tan.
Jimmy?
Vivek.
Vivek. Okay.
His last name is Rama.
Llama Ding Dong?
Vivek says you need to pass a civics test to vote.
A lot of people don't even know what a civic test is.
Do you know what a civics test is?
I don't, but I can vote.
That could definitely be useful.
Who's our Chief Justice?
I do not know that either.
So you wouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah, sadly.
That is the question we need to answer.
Can any of those people beat Joe Biden?
Oh, yes. Everybody. Even the lady.
If you want something done, ask a woman.
You're going to be on Jesse Watters Primetime. What do you want to tell Jesse?
Keep going. You're great.
Waters for president, please.
Vote for Jennifer, not them.
But just because you can't name the player doesn't mean you can't enjoy the game. Last night's debate, a Vivek and Haley slugfest.
Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right,
In which case, we've got two of them on stage tonight.
They're 5-inch heels, and I don't wear them unless you can run in them. I wear heels. They're not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition.
She made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So you might want to take care of your family first.
Leave my
before
daughter
preaching
out
to
of your
anybody else's
voice.
adult daughter. You have her supporters propping her up. That's fine. Here's the truth.
You're just
the easy
scum.
answer.
So to recap, Vivek said Nikki's Dick Cheney, who can't run her own house, and DeSantis wears heels. Then Vivek name-dropped Greg Gutfeld.
We've got Kristen Welker here. Do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
This is how we get our country back.
I'm not sure who's more insulted, Greg Gutfeld or Kristen Welker, but Vivek threw his weight around the whole night. Next target, Ronna McDaniel, the chair of the RNC.
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. Since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party.
So the debates are Vivek's best format. He swivels around in the populist sweet spot, thrashes around quite eloquently, doesn't sound like a politician, looks young, looks hungry, but he lacks charm. Is Vivek going to be president? No. Has he translated his debate performances into better polling? No. Will he have a role in the Trump administration? Probably. He might not be the best messenger, but he has the best message. It's his message that breaks through. He's heaping scorn on a corrupt system that benefits the professional class instead of the people. His message is Trump's message. And the former president was also in South Florida last night, speaking his mind, as he quite often does. But before he did, Roseanne Barr, ladies and gentlemen.
Aren't we all tired of the deep state bull? I can't hear you. I want you to say it louder. Aren't we all fed up with the deep state bull?
She should have borrowed Bloomberg's little stool. But rudeness resonates if it's authentic. Trump and Roseanne, yeah, they can be rude, but it's real. And Republicans have had it with well-mannered, polished politicians who lose gracefully. Someone who bullies the bully. That's what the country wants. Donald Trump showcased a fresh line of attack. Listen.
Crooked Joe Biden and the radical left Democrats are turning the United States into communist Cuba. The Biden regime is trying to put their political opponents in jail, shutting down free speech, taking bribes and kickbacks to enrich themselves and their very spoiled children. Remember, we are not the ones endangering American democracy. We are the ones saving American democracy. We are saving it.
Trump's in Florida telling Cubans Biden's Castro. And it's actually Republicans saving democracy. That's a clever play in Florida. Plus, nice rhetorical reversal of the left's democracy on the line nonsense. So don't underestimate Trump's political instincts. His framing is resonating. He's climbed into the lead in nearly every battleground and is biting into Biden's base. Blacks, Hispanics, 20-year-olds. But Biden doesn't even see it coming.
Why do you think it is that you're trailing Trump in all these swing state polls?
Because you don't read the polls out. There are 10 polls. 8 of them I'm beating him in those states. 8 of them. You guys only do 2. CNN and New York Times. Check it out. Check it out. We'll get you a copy of all those polls.
You don't believe you're trailing in battleground states?
No, I don't.
Okay. Biden's handlers are feeding him erroneous polls to stroke his ego. Biden's getting battered in the battlegrounds. He's losing in Georgia, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, North Carolina. He's only up in Wisconsin by a hair. But there may be another Joe in the race. Joe Manchin just announced he's not running for re-election in West Virginia. He has other plans.
I've made one of the toughest decisions of my life and decided that I will not be running for re-election to the United States Senate. But what I will be doing is traveling the country and speaking out to see if there is an interest in creating a movement to mobilize the middle and bring Americans together.
Translation, Manchin knows he's going to lose re-election in deep red West Virginia, so he's going to travel the country, do a listening tour or a book tour, and announce an independent run. That means Joe Biden's running against 2 Democrats and Trump, RFK Jr. and Joe Manchin. likely suck away votes from the president more than the former president, and open up a big, fat lane for Trump's reelection.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.